RTS is moving away from a transition to electric buses. Instead, it's buying hydrogen fuel cell buses to meet the state's upcoming clean energy mandates. But this technology is not cheap.
And it's taxpayers who will be footing the bill. News 10 NBC investigative reporter Jennifer Lukey spoke with both congressional candidates in the 25th district to see where they stand on this investment.
This is one of the 2 hydrogen fuel cell buses that will be hitting the roads here in Rochester very soon. RTS has 10 more on order. The 20 electric buses already in RTS's fleet aren't working out as well as it hoped.
They're very weather dependent. So in the summer, on a very nice day, when you don't have to have the AC, as an example, going, we can get around 180, 190 miles out of an electric bus. In the winter, when it's really cold, that range cuts by about half.
And that slows things down.
So it takes 3 to 5 hours to charge an electric bus, while it only takes about 10 minutes to fuel a hydrogen bus. So it really aligns much better with our operational needs.
The hydrogen buses are about $1.4 million each, $300,000 more than an electric bus, and double the price of a diesel one.
Forgive my ignorance here, but when your capital to buy buses, is that does that some of that come from ratepayers who ride the bus, or is it almost all federal and state funding?
Pretty much 100% federal funding, most of our capital expense federal, and then some from the state as well.
That's at least $280 million to transition all of the buses at RTA alone. So where do the 2 men vying to represent most of our area in Washington stand on the investment?
I think we have no choice but to accelerate our work and to spend and invest in ways that is going to help this infrastructure be built and that transition to occur. So we have to do it. I don't think we have an option.
The hydrogen fuel cells. Okay, I think that's a great technology, but we are spending a lot of money to replace a fleet that was replacing a fleet that was working. So I'm a little concerned about that.
The governor will allow only zero-emission buses to be purchased by transit agencies come 2028.
Do the timetables seem reasonable to you?
Well, look, I think that we have to move quickly on this, and unless we're prepared to see the huge impact that climate crisis has on property and lives across this country, that's only going to grow. So, time is running out, and we have to make this an urgent part of what we do in terms of public policy. So I think that's why we're trying to have aggressive timelines, and we're going to work as fast as we can to make this happen.
I think our budget deficit is so out of control that we keep spending money on things that we shouldn't necessarily be doing yet. So this is a much deeper question, much bigger question about our budget. When we have a $36 trillion debt and we're spending money on technologies that aren't proven yet, there's a place for them, and it's going to happen. But again, the market should move that needle, not the government, jamming it down our throats and forcing everyone with mandates to get there.
Obviously, this is much different than what the mechanics here at RTS are used to. So the agency is actually planning to start its own apprenticeship program to make sure it has enough people to service these buses when the time comes. In Rochester, Jennifer Lukey, News 10 NBC.